Hello and welcome to Coding Tutorials. Today we're going to be talking about images in HTML. So last episode we talked about links, and one important thing with links is you can use an image as a link. So now let's talk about the syntax for images in HTML. You're going to use the image tag, which is just img, and it does not have a closing tag, it's just an opening tag. And the attributes of it are the source, which is just src, and that's going to be the actual the link of your picture or image, which for me, since I'm using external things, is a full URL. But if you were using like a locally housed file for a website, it would just be like we talked about with links, like /images and so on. You wouldn't need all this .com, HTTPS, all that stuff. And so that's going to cite where the image comes from. And then another required attribute is the alternative, and this is the text that's going to be displayed if your photo will not load. And so here I chose it to be goats for all of them. So if one of these images could not load, it would just show, the box that it would have been in, and then goats. And that is required. And one optional attribute is the width and height. So this first image is just the image how it is naturally. The second time I discovered it, or put it into the HTML document, I give it a width value of 500 pixels. Now this defaults to pixels. You can specify pixels or you can use percentages, which we'll talk about when we talk about styling. But 500 pixels wide, it'll keep the same ratio of width to height of the image unless you specify otherwise. So since I give it a width of 500, it bumped this width to 500 and also made the height bigger to compensate. Now on the next one, when I made the height 500, it really increased the width to compensate, and that's why it's so much bigger here. And that is all we really need to talk about with the syntax of images. If you come back next time, we'll talk about more important things in HTML. Thank you.